Welcome to GigFaster TV on YouTube and the 5-minute podcast for musicians. I'm Craig from GigFaster.com, and today we're going to look at the best way to land your first gig. I'm going to give you 5 steps to landing that first gig right after this. Hey, thanks for watching on YouTube TV. Be sure to subscribe below and hit the like button if you're enjoying the content. The more subscribers, the more likes we get, the comment anything you want below, the more likely we're going to keep going with this. You know, I'm trying to give you guys as much good information as possible. I appreciate you watching, and let's get into it. All right, so let's look at the best way to land your first gig. It seems like doing the first anything is always the hardest. You know, it's a learning thing. You're trying to figure things out. Even with, you're not sure if you're ready from a band perspective, or an artist perspective, like you're kind of nervous and all that. So let's look at it. Like, you want to book your first gig. I'm going to give you 5 steps right now to land your first gig. Number 1 is practice, practice, practice. Performing is just such a totally different ball game than playing in your garage, your basement, or your bedroom. Or even, that's playing with other musicians too. I mean, it doesn't matter how much you practice that. When you perform, there's just something about it that's just, it's a different element with maybe strangers, maybe not strangers, people it's just different. And the truth is that your performances are rarely ever going to be 100% what you practice, which means you really got to nail it down as much as possible in practice. There's going to be things that happen that you're not expecting whenever you're playing live. And then what do? You're like, oh, I don't want to stop. Like, what if the drummer kind of skips a beat by accident? It's like, what happens? You got to keep playing through those. So the more you practice, the easier it's going to be. You got to make sure you put your time into practice. Number 2 is network with other bands. And, when you first start playing, most of your gigs are going to be free, and they should. I mean, it's not like you deserve to be paid. Like, the best way to get to be successful is to learn and do the things for free until you actually get that craft down. So if you network with other bands, then you're going to be able to open for them and help them out, because you're saving them maybe a set, and that's not always easy, because other bands might not want to. It seems like there's competition, but there really isn't. There's not competition. Do you listen to the same band 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? No, that'd be pretty boring. So there's plenty of room for every artist, every band. It's not like I like one and not like the other one. So network with as many bands as possible, and they'll reciprocate with you whenever the time comes. Hopefully that maybe you give them an opening gig or something, they can help you out. Number 3 is record a video or demo of your band. Like, this is really obviously important. If you want to book a gig, you need to be able to show them, or at least give them a listen of what you can play, or what you do. And this is kind of I think is a misconception here with a lot of bands, thinking that they need some really polished thing. That's not the case at all. As a venue, when I'm looking at your promo package, your electronic press kit, I want to see what's real, what's raw. I don't want to see some highly polished, produced video, or even a studio version of your songs. I want to hear what you sound like live. I want to hear the energy you have. So I want to see what you can do. It doesn't have to be highly produced. Matter of fact, it shouldn't. So make sure you get a video or demo of your band so that you can share with the club owners. And if it's raw, that's great. That's no problem. iPhone solves that problem right there. And the best way to land your first gig. Number 4, reach out to venues. Obviously, if you want to play at a club, theater, a coffee shop, festival, whatever, you need to reach out to somebody. And it takes a lot of reaching out. Like if you've been following along the last few episodes, I've been talking about email marketing, the best email sequences to get gigs and how to follow up and all that stuff. You have to do that. That's going to be the bread and butter to you getting gigs. Not only getting multiple gigs or your first gig, but getting your first gig, but getting multiple gigs. Now, it seems like you're going to have to reach out to a lot, especially when you first start, but that's just true. Unless you have something totally magical that just resonates with everybody, you're going to take a lot of reaching out to clubs and a lot of follow-ups. That's just the way it is. Okay? And that leads me to number 5. Never quit. The truth is, most people quit. Most businesses quit. They don't fail, they quit. Most people stop running businesses, stop bands, stop everything. They just quit. It's not because they failed, it's because they quit. Who doesn't finish a race? The person who quits. Don't ever quit. I don't know how many times I got to beat that in your head. Don't quit, and you will find success. What success are you going to find? Are you going to find that 1% I talked about in last episode or two with Taylor Swift making $80-90 million on one tour? Maybe not. But hey, let's just say you book 12 gigs for 1 year. That could be your success, and that's fine. That might be all you need, all you want. Next year you double it up, whatever you want to do. So just never quit. Hey, I'm Craig from GigFaster.com, and when you want to book gigs the easy way, go to GigFaster.com, sign up for a free trial, no obligation, dig around, see all the venues, see all the record labels, and all the music bloggers, reviewers that you can promote your music to and get those backlinks to your website, and then you can submit to them. And it's just really easy platform, and we have all the venues, all the music bloggers, all the record labels, independent record labels that you can submit to. We have their contact information. You don't have to call them. You don't have to dig around the internet trying to find the proper email address and all that stuff. We have all that because it's updated every day. Every day it's updated. So it's up to date and it's good information. So anyway, I'm Craig from GigFaster. Remember, if you want to succeed, you must persist and never quit. I'll catch you next time.